you're really gonna get to know the real Candace in this one.
Meh.
What's up, peeps? So I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna do facts about me, but they're going to be the super personal facts about me, because let's face it, who really cares about my favorite food or my favorite color? Y'all want to get to the nitty-gritty, right? I've been doing this for a few months, and I think it's time that I allow you guys into my life and to get to know me on a little bit more personal level, so that you can realize that I am a human being and I have problems and I have issues. I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form, and that's okay. Here we go. 5 super personal facts about me. I am super shy. So for me to go up to a guy and be like, I like you, I want to talk to you, like, I can't do that. I'm definitely the type of person where if I like you, you would never know it, because I wouldn't be able to talk to you. I probably wouldn't pay any attention to you whatsoever because I'm so shy. There are times where I've been told that, like, I'm flirting with someone. I am not flirting. If I were flirting, you would know it because it would be atrocious. I'm just very uncomfortable, very awkward, maybe like looking at you and then looking away, and like it's just really bad if I like you. So I bet you there are guys out there that probably thought that I didn't like them because I didn't pay attention to them, but you were probably wrong. I probably did like you, so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I'm the type of person where guy has to make the first move, only because I'm so shy and I probably never will. So if you don't make the first move, it's probably not gonna happen. So make the first move. I suffer from anxiety. It's not something I talk about at all really to anybody, but I thought I'd talk about it here because I know there's a lot of people that do struggle with it. I have social anxiety to the point where I won't go to things because my anxiety kind of takes over. It's just a mental thing where your brain just kind of hypes things up a little too much to the point where it's like, other people would be like, really, Candace? Why? Like, why is that even something? But I can't help it. Like, it's just my brain goes into like panic state. And if like there's an event that I have to go to, in my mind I'm thinking like, what if like I'm going to this event and no one goes? Or what if I'm going and walking into my own like doom? Or like, what if I go and no one likes me? Or what if, and it's just, my brain just goes into chaos of all the things that could possibly go wrong, and to the point where sometimes I talk myself out of doing things because I would rather stay home where it's safe instead of going out and dealing with the possible risks of, you know, bad things happening, which in reality, pretty much 100% of the time when I do go out, nothing like that happens. But that's the thing about anxiety, like, it's not really logical, it doesn't make sense, it just is. I think a perfect example of what happens in my brain is if you watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey, you know the scene where he's debating whether or not to go to the Hubilation, and he's just like,
but what if it's a cruel prank? What if it's a cash bar? How dare they?
That whole thing of what he's doing is literally me, and that's such a great example of what goes on. I also suffer from anxiety with like big crowds. I don't like being around like a large group of people. Anyway, so it's just, I just really do suffer from anxiety, and I know that it's a problem and I'm working on it, and if anybody out there also has anxiety, you are not alone. But you know, every day is just, gotta think of the little victories. Anytime that you overcome it in any way, be grateful for that. That's what I've been doing, and it's been helping a lot. So I am not really an emotional person, although the last few weeks, but it's because my life is so overwhelming to the point that I broke down crying. And then ever since then, like, I just started crying about stuff. And I'm like, who is this woman? I don't do that. Like, crying and being emotional is just not my thing. I struggle with emotions, or caring, I guess. I've just not cared for so long that now it's gotten to the point where I just don't show emotions ever. Like, just recently, my grandmother passed away. And that's a sad thing. I should have been crying, but when I was at the funeral, everyone was crying but me. And I felt like, do I have a heart? Like, what's wrong with me? Why am I not crying? So I'm trying to work on tapping into my emotions and allowing myself to feel things, because I feel like it's been long enough and it's okay. To me, it would be better to allow myself to feel things than to like risk getting hurt rather than to not care and just feel empty, because that's not good. For the longest time, I struggled with depression. I still struggle with it because here's the thing about depression, and I've talked about this, it's not something that just goes away. It really isn't. It's something that you are constantly having to fight and constantly having to deal with and constantly having to work on. And it's also not something that people understand. I mean, people have told me, like, Candace, good things are happening to you. Like, so many good things are happening to you. You have nothing to be depressed about. What could you possibly be depressed about? And it's like, that's the thing about depression. It's not logical, and there really isn't a reason to be depressed. It's a mental thing where you just are. You are depressed. You're sad. It's a mental illness. It really is. And I wouldn't say that I'm like diagnosable. Maybe I used to be, but I don't think I am anymore. I think at this point I kind of just work on myself, and that's how I've been able to like help myself. But yeah, I definitely went through like really, really dark times of being depressed. I still sometimes am, and I still find myself going into, you know, depressed times. But the struggle is less and less as each day goes. But like I said, it's still there. And last but not least, so I'm just gonna kind of put this into like one fact. I have a lot of fears. One of those fears is finding love, obviously, and it's not so much because, you know, nobody likes me. It's more, will I ever be able to open myself up to it? I fear that. I fear about my career. It's such an unknown. You could work hard your whole life and never do anything. So, you know, I fear that that's what's gonna happen to me, but I can't let that stop me. I'm working on it, and you know, everyone is a work in progress, including me. But yeah, so that is it. 5 facts about me. I hope that you feel like you've gotten to know me a little bit better. I mean, come on. I went into some pretty deep mental stuff. So, you know, maybe that helps you. Maybe you're somebody who goes through those things as well, and you're just like, oh wow, there's someone else out there, you know? That's cool. Leave a comment below if you're someone that goes through any of these things. Ooh, so I tried something new, so maybe you'll be able to see it, but if you enjoyed my videos, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to put it right here. So click on this little picture circle of me and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And also, if you want to, you can take a look at my previous video. How cool! Like, how cool is that? I think that's really, really cool. And then I'm gonna put my usernames of my social medias right here. So I'll put Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter. Hey! But actually, I really don't use Snapchat, so you should just go to my Facebook, which is that's my Facebook page. I post things about my acting life, so if you want to keep up with that, you totally can. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. I make new videos every Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know me. So yeah, I was just keeping it real. And okay, I'm gonna leave now. If you haven't noticed, I have 2 different eyes. One of them has a line, do you see? The other one does not. It's so annoying having to put eye makeup on 2 different kinds of eyes, trying to figure out how to make them look the same. It's just really annoying. It gets to the point that when I close my eyes, you can clearly tell that one side is like more eyeliner than the other, and it's just too much, and I'm too lazy. Now, for any makeup people out there, if you could give me some pointers of like what to do, I would be forever grateful. Yeah, if you could help me out with that, that'd be great. Anyway, bye guys.